Hey, what's up, guys? Today we're going to be discussing Doom Tower and the Nether Spider. And the reason why I want to do this video is because the easy levels, even on hard, or the early levels on hard, are relatively easy. So what I wanted to do is kind of talk about the mechanics that I might use for later, and what it is pretty much turn meter reduction. As you can see, every time that you decrease the turn meter of the spider, you get hit with poison. So what I wanted to do is bring in Doom Priest and Scylla the Drakes for their passive healing and for Doom Priest's cleanse. And the reason why is you can just sit here and chunk away damage on the spider and put the slow speed up with Stagnite, so that way the spider gets less turns. This is kind of like a Fire Knight approach, except for Doom Priest and Syl for more passive heals and no Cold Heart. So, Doom Priest will cleanse and heal. Syl will heal and revive in case anything happens. Apothecary will speed up the team and heal Allure when she gets low. And you just sit here with the boss and just make sure that the boss never takes that turn to spawn those spiderlings. Right now, on this level, it's not that big of a deal. But once you get to those higher levels, I just figured, hey, what can we do with the Nether Spider to make this a little bit easier? So my thought was just keep the turn meter down, heal up everybody, and cleanse everyone. And so that's pretty much what this team is designed for, is just to make sure that Allure is sustained and healed up, and that you can cleanse off those poisons, because otherwise they'll just stack up super, super quick. So it works. The only problems that I had was with Fang Cleric. You don't have like a debuff cleanser or a buff cleanser for the team that you're facing, and they revive with an unkillable buff, so you'd sit there and then they revive another one, and then it just takes too long. So once you target them first in the two first waves, then you're pretty much good to go. But the general gist is just keep that turn meter down, heal up, keep the turn meter down, do damage, heal up, rinse, repeat. And keep everybody topped off. So I think we can go ahead and just put it on auto. Been trying to come up with different ideas for these bosses, so that way once it gets harder, you can chunk down the boss a little bit better, without using, 2 Cold Hearts or 2 Septimuses or Royal Guards or whatever. But just kind of an all epic team that will get the job done. So you just keep chunking away. The spider will deal out that damage. And you might lose Lure on this next attack. We'll see. But that's why Syl is also in there, is just to make sure that if she does fall down, that you can pick her back up and keep that turn meter reduced. And pretty much done now. And I'll go over kind of the champions that I have here in just a second. So Doom Priest was lead. Nobody has an aura for Doom Towers. Allure's 50 accuracy. In Faction Wars, Apothecary's defense in dungeons, and then Doom Priest is 15% speed for force affinities. So I'll pull them out real quick. Doom Priest. Where's Allure? Allure's missing me right now. There she is. Sill. And Stagnite. Looks like Stagnite's already out. But anyway. So Sill, is easy for everybody. She's daily login reward. I don't have her booked at all. These are the masteries that I went with for her. War Master. And then Spirit Haste in case that Allure dies. And then for lasting gifts, just the general utility for those stuns. And total stats, 41k HP, 3k defense, 181 speed, 96 crit rate, 213 crit damage, 239 accuracy. And then Doom Priest is there. I don't have her all booked. You just need your books, in my opinion, in mass possession. But she's just there for her passive, not for damage. So she's at 229 speed, and I believe she doesn't have. She has masteries. So there's the masteries. War Master, get a little bit more damage on those bosses. And these are the artifacts. Resistance set, you want her resistance high. Don't need accuracy on her. All my gear's not even leveled up all the way. Wrong. X. And then Allure. I was early game, so I accidentally put all her skills. So she does have some books in her and masteries. You don't need masteries for Allure. She works just fine without them. Since she has multi-hit on her A1, I went with Giant Slayer and then Support Tree. And her total stats, she's 192. The boss is at 200 speed. And so that's why Apothecary comes in clutch to speed up your team. Same with Stagnite. He can slow down the spider with his A1. And so this is Stagnite. Go total stats. So he's at 194. Once again, that's why Apothecary comes in clutch. Boost up the speed so you can go first before the spider. Otherwise, she'll spawn the spiderlings. 225 accuracy. Probably need a little bit more for the end game dungeons, but for right now it works fine. I do have his skills all booked. And then he has his passive that increases accuracy just in case. Went kind of standard dungeon build with War Master, Evil Eye, Master Hexer, and Sniper. And then last is Apothecary, and I don't have speed boots. I actually have defense boots on him. And flat HP chest, even though it should be HP percentage. It just had good speed roll, so I threw that on him. Doesn't need accuracy, so defense or HP banner, defense or HP, defense or HP for him. Just want him tanky and fast, so he's at 223 speed. And the masteries that I have on him are support, so he can heal a little bit better. I wanted Laura Steel, so that way the speed gear makes him a little faster. You get +6 speed with that mastery when you have all speed sets. And then Giant Slayer, since he has a multi-hit A1. But that's the easy team that I used. Just kind of thinking ahead for those higher stages of the dungeon. With the spider being at 225, you'll have to kill the spiderlings, but then that spider will never get a turn again. And that's why Doom Priest came in handy, is just to clear off all the poisons for that. And that's it. Let me know what you guys think for this boss, how this team works. I mean, obviously you could nuke it, but for some other players, if you don't have that great of nukers or whatever, I thought this was a good alternative in order to kill that spider. Thanks.